The tactics are going to not be Cerberus, as they tend not to fare well against neutralizing FOBs. This is just the setup. I need to combat scan down the safe of the haulers and miners and gank them, so there's no reinforcements that aggro drones. The main defense fleet at the FOB will not aggro drones, so this whole strategy revolves around drones as offensive, and the high slots are remote repping and remote transfer, of course. Here, I'm just going to show this setup of what I do for all my guys, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page, because if you're doing it mid-fight, it's not going to work very well for you, okay? So first thing you do is get in the fleet, and you have squad leader. It's not too important you won't be warping each other around a lot, but let's get these squad members added to fleet. Squad members added to watch list. We'll reorganize it. I will always keep the same color for each character. Mana Freak in all my clients is always going to be yellow. Hereticus orange, you get the idea. And this helps me rearrange it so I can pretty intuitively know who I'm looking at on the watch list quickly. And that order is important, but not critical, as you will see in the videos following. Just a little bit of OCD, I suppose. You don't really have to do it. Okay, so watch list. Get the drones, and what you do is you'll make folders for all these drones. The last thing you need is open it up, and you have like a massive scroll of different drones. And in the midst of combat, not a really good idea. So get it all prepped beforehand. Especially stuff like this. Alright, that's sorted. The next thing is to make sure my hardener's on. And I need to move my micro jump drive to F8 so it's easily clickable with a hotkey. If we're all gonna GTFO, it's this large micro jump drive is my get the fuck out of Dodge button, GTFO button. Make sure my ancillary is loaded, and that's pretty much the preamble. Get my overview set. Only my drone bunny with the target painter will have a lot of stuff on its overview, and I'll show you the rest of them. Here's my setup. And everybody else is pretty much on combat. The lowest bracket and the lowest use of system resources possible. Won't be really using their overviews much because got everybody on watch list, and it's the drone bunny who's going to be doing the damage dealing, or the damage directing. Alright, they've got ECM. Turn on theirs. Load up theirs. And I've already pre-sorted them into drone folders and watch list organization. So, now that you've seen the fit, just close that out. Close this out. Make sure, yes, make sure everybody is doing the same thing. Confirmed. Hardener on. Loading. Hardener on. Alright. So, there you go. Now, if we need to, we will be consuming that mine flood. And everybody's got one. Or two. And we've got lots of nanite. Don't want to run out of that if you're in a pickle. Alright, I've got my Drake, who's going to stir the hornet's nest and get that critical bookmark. I'll show that first, and then I'll stop the video and start it again when I've got my prober ready to rock and roll. Alright, so let's warp to the FOB, get that started. I'll get my bookmark open, ready to rock. 7 AU. It's going to take a while. Got a Higgs rig on. Look at that slow speed. Alright. And I click that bookmark. As soon as I get close enough, 50, 20,000, 10,000, pretty much now. Alright, hopefully I got a good bookmark. I'll warp to 0, and it'll spawn. It'll spawn stuff. Don't think it won't. Alright. Let's see, how far do I have? Not far enough. Alright. A bit laggy. So with a really quick ship warping, it's going to be difficult to get this stuff. I don't have far to warp to start all over again. And warp there. See how fast I go? 2.43 AU. Almost as slow as a battleship. And there's the spawn, which is a box. It's a nice spawn. Okay, let's come back again to it. Yeah, I haven't found out exactly when I should hit that bookmark. I'm guessing it's 20,000 kilometers I hit it. And that should, if lag is equal, in all situations, then that should work. Alright, so bring it up again. Alright. Yeah, the low warp speed really helps, because that counter can count down real quick. So 12, 50, 20. There, click, done. Let's see if that works. Now there's the hauler. It's a nasty pickle if you trigger that. It's not. So, how far do I have to warp? Not far enough. We need at least 1500. At least. So let's remove that one. And so maybe 50,000. It's depends on your system, depends on the lag. So I'm sure everyone's the same. Yeah, bugger off. Yeah, with 4 warp core stabs and all that passive tank, yeah, you don't have anything to worry about. As soon as I get this proper bookmark, then it's off to the races with the prober, which is the next video. And I'll show you how stupid miners and hauler at the safe spot are pretty insane. They might have nerfed it to make it easier for people, but gods, it does seem like cheating. But hey, metagame the shit out of this game. All right. Remove that. Ready to do it again. And 1,600,270, 220, 50. Let's do it. Bam. Will that work, or am I too far away? Let's check it out. Yeah, see, even they'll aggress even out to 1,500. So, yeah. They'll only appear if you show up within 350 kilometers, but they'll aggress out to 1,500. That's a given. Take that to the bank. There, we're off grid. Great. Right. Annoying as hell. Warp 2. Come on. Oof. Can be trying at times. And what the? I like playing at night. There's less lag. I have to deal with this one more time. Far. Perfect. Alright. There. Okay. So these will eventually despawn. But randomly sometimes they'll just stay there for a while until you dock up or leap system. Dock up at NPC. Leap system. Alright, these should theoretically start docking up pretty soon. I'd really like to use the epochs because they're easier to ignore than the omens. But at the same time, you can't use stealth bombers against them, against the FOB when there's Archons and Argers flying about. So I much prefer omens, even though it's more intensive. It makes the mopping up afterwards much easier when you've got omens versus epochs, because there's no way to pin down really with close range. And there's the hauler. I used to worry about the hauler, but now I gank the hauler and it doesn't respawn. Well, as long as you're on grid, I think. Anyways, yeah, okay. So that's done. We've got our bookmark. Let's get everybody to that bookmark. Get proper bookmarks for everybody.
Warp drive active.
Because some folks might not be in the same corp. So this is max graphics and sound. And these are potato modes. I sure like the Hunter's Quiver skin on potato mode. It's nice. That's done. That's done. Okay, all my guys have proper bookmarks, just in case we get separated or there needs to be some emergency warping. Everybody's good. We don't need the Drake anymore, so I'm going to dock that up and go get deep space transport for that. And the stabber's job used to be, well, it's twofold really. There's a couple of uses for it, but we'll get to that. So yeah, done and done. We'll stop the video and continue on with probing.